Okay, well, welcome to this Hebrew class. Today we're going to be doing Og the Terrible, and this is going to be draft 2 of the comic book series, Og the Terrible. This particular comic book can be found at EKS Publishing. If you go to Google, go up there to the dialog box, type in www.ekspublising.com, EKS Publishing. Okay, and you got home, you got categories, down to categories, go to Prayerbook Hebrew. Okay, Prayerbook Hebrew. Now, they don't have, they've got a couple of these Og Hebrew comic books here that will teach you Prayerbook Hebrew type vocabulary and grammar and so on. If you have an interest in learning the Messianic Sidurs, actually understanding what the Hebrew script is saying, these are great starter guides to, get a little more advanced beyond once these are completed. But the one that we have today is a little bit earlier version. It's not listed on this store. So that's where you can go, EKS Publishing. Okay, so with all of that, let's go to Og the Terrible and begin again, draft 2. Okay, so what we have here is the title, and I'm going to try to put this in a color that you can see. Okay, so we have this word right here, Og. Og. We have Aleph and Gimel. Og. Ha. Ra. Shah. Harashah. Harashah, the terrible. Og the Terrible in Hebrew, and there it is in English for you. Okay. All right. Let's go down now to comic book introduction of Prayerbook Hebrew. There are the credits and interesting thing they got here. Ledor Vador. Ledor Vador. To generation and generation. That literally says, and the generation, I think, with the comments under there. Lador Vador, from generation to generation. Okay, door being generation. And there are your authors. Okay, EKS Publishing, contact information. And here now is the beginning of the story. So usually what I do is I go down to the vocabulary first, and this time, because this is draft 2, we're only going to write the word one time and give you the transliteration and give you the definition. So if you've gone through my draft 1 series, you'll already have some familiarity with some of this material. So let's look at the first one here. Ani. Ani equals I. Okay, so it starts out with an aleph. Okay, and we've got something called a reduced patach. It includes a shavah, and here's a patach. You put them together, it's a little slighter than just a patach standing on its own. We have a noon with a heric yod combination, ani. So we get the ah sound here, ah, ni, and these two working together give us this long e sound, ani. Okay, here is the proper name of our dragon in question, Og. We have aleph with a patach, that's how we get ah sound, and a gimel, Og. Okay. All right, proper name. Here's this one, Ha Rasha. Ha Rasha. We have the Hey with a kametz, a Resh, kametz. We have a Sheen, superlinear dot on the right-hand tine with a kametz, ends with the silent Hebrew letter ayin. Now, if you don't know any of these Hebrew letters, then I would suggest you go back to my YouTube video that goes over the alphabet and write these about 12 times and speak them and familiarize yourself with these, because the Hebrew alphabet has to be memorized before you can progress in understanding what a word means, even so much as a simple word, or how it sounds. Okay, so we have Og, Ha, Rasha. Okay, so let's go back to our story here. Here is Og. Here's the title, I guess. Og, Ha, Rasha, Og the Terrible, sort of the caption. And then down below, we have him speaking, this fire-breathing dragon. And here he says, Ani, Og. I am Og. Ani, Og, Harasha. I am Og the Terrible. And you notice all that fire coming out of his nostrils. He looks pretty terrible, doesn't he? Okay, so let's see what else is happening. Okay, so in this case, we have another situation with Og. Let's look at our vocabulary first, as we have done before. We have ani, we've done that one. Here's a new one, lo, lo. We have lamed, lamed. And this little dot right here is called a holem. It's an OH sound, lo. And then we have the silent Hebrew letter, aleph. And so together, that becomes lo, and it equals no. Okay, let's look at this one here. Egg, nov. Egg, nov. We have an aleph. We have what's called a segol, to give it the S sound. We've got a gemel with a shava. So this is how we get egg. And then we have a noon with another holem to the top right-hand quadrant and a vet. So we get nov. And the way I'm doing this is right to left. So if you want it in proper English, it's like this. Egg, nov. Egg, nov. And it means I will not steal. I will not steal, or I will steal, rather. There's no not in there. Get rid of that. It would be lo egg nov if it was I will not steal. In this case, it's egg nov, I will steal. Let's find our eraser here. All right, so let's see here. We have ani lo egg nov, I no will steal, or I will not steal. Here's a new one. Zahav, zahav. We've got zayin. We have kametz. We have hey, kametz, vet, zahav. Zahav equals gold, gold. Here's this one here. We have a kaf with a segol. Ke. Here is a samech with a segol. Kese. And we have a sofit letter, a final form, fe sofit, kesef. It equals money or silver. I've seen it translated that way too, silver. Okay, let's clear this up a little bit. Okay, here's one here, banim, banim. Let's look at this one here. We have bet, kametz, noon. We've got a hirik yod and a mem sofit. Hirik yod, mem sofit. Banim equals sons. Okay, B-A-N-I-M, banim. Okay, how about this one? Uv vanot. Uvanot. It's kind of an interesting one because we've got the connecting vav for and as a shurk in this case, a vet, a kametz, noon. Here is the full form of a whole M and a tav. Uvanot. Uvanot. And that means and daughters. Okay, I think we've covered everything here. Oh, one more thing down here. Devarim rabim. Devarim rabim. So what we have here in this phrase, we have a dalet. Put a little dagesh in there. The shava, a vet, kametz, a resh, hirik, yod, mem sofit, devarim. That's a little apostrophe there. Devarim equals words or things. In this case, it's things. And then the next word is rabim. Resh, patach. We've got a bet. And looks like the hirik yod combination vowel, rabi, ends with mem sofit, rabim. Rabim equals many or much. Many or much. So put them together, we get devarim, rabim, or literally it says things many, but in English we turn it around, many things, to make it proper in English. Okay, so let's see what Og is up to here. Okay, so here he is. He says he is Og the Terrible. So let's see what he's going to do here. And here he is speaking. Ani lo egnov zahav. I am not going to steal gold, or I will not steal gold. Ani lo egnov kesef. I will not steal money. Here he is again. Ani lo egnov banim uvanot. I am not going to steal sons and daughters. He's not into kidnapping, apparently. Let's go down here. What is he saying here? Ani lo egnov devarim rabim. I will not steal many things. So, he's not on the lookout for things that perhaps other people who are thieves and up to no good might be on the lookout for. He is looking for something in particular. Now let's see what Og is about. Okay, let's go down here to our vocabulary. Okay, so we have this term rach, meaning only. We have a resh, patach, and something called a kof. Okay, R-A-Q, rach, equals only. Okay, now this one right here, this is a marker for the direct object. It basically tells you what is being talked about. But it also has quite a mystical connection too, but we're not going to go into that in this teaching. I sometimes go into that when we are learning Prayer Book Hebrew the easy way or the first Hebrew primer. Okay, here's another one. Ha-Torah, Ha-Torah. We have a hey with a patach, a tav, we have a holem, resh, kametz, hey, ha, Torah, or the Torah. That ha part there is the definite article, the. Okay, so ha-Torah. So what is the Torah? Well, the Torah is, there's a lot of different definitions. I suppose if you want to really get specific about it, you could say it's the books Genesis to Deuteronomy. Some even get even more specific and say it's just those 613 organized commandments that one of the Jewish rabbis put together, and it's basically stuck hold. But the word itself comes from yara, which gives this idea to hit the mark. In other words, if you think of a bow and arrow set up with a target, if you hit the bullseye, you're hitting the mark. And so really this is, in our understanding, is the teaching of the Almighty in heaven. In order to hit the mark, in order to run the race for the kingdom, we have to understand his Torah, or his instructions, his teaching. So I sometimes say to people, really, anything you read in the scriptures is Torah. It's teaching. You're trying to hit the mark with it. From Genesis to Revelation even, definitely Genesis to Malachi. And I would even venture to say that there are many, many teachings that sort of reference to and uphold the things that we find in Genesis to Malachi in the books, Matthew to Revelation. So this is what Og is about. He's not trying to steal gold. He's not trying to steal silver or money. He's not trying to steal sons or daughters or any kind of material possessions that, people might covet or really earnestly desire. What he's about is he wants to steal the very instructions of the Almighty in heaven. So that's quite a dastardly plot on the part of this dragon. And so let us continue and see what else he's up to. Clear that off. Okay, so here's another one here. We'll do this last one here, and then we will do a little more for another day. Okay, so we have Ani Baderech, on the road. We've got Baderech, Bet, Patach, Dalet, Segol, Resh, Segol, Chaf Sofit, Ba, Baderech, on the road. On the road. We have the preposition here, ba, on or on, and then derech, road, on the road. Okay. We got one here, el, a preposition. It means to, aleph. We have segol and lamed, el. Okay, not to be confused with, let's put an H in there so that's not confused with what you might see like this. That's more ale, zere, rather than segol. It's not that. Let's put it like this, E-H-L. And then that means two. Okay. All right, here's one here. Beit hatafila. Beit hatafila. Okay, so we've got the word house. Okay, Beit, B-E-I-T, equals house. And then hatafila. Hey, patach. We've got a fe. Hirik. Let's see here. Oh, we missed something here, didn't we? We missed a letter. All right, let's clear that up. We need to put the tab there. Okay, we've got the tab now with the dagesh. Ha. Okay. And then fe. Now we got the fe with a hirik. Ha to fi. Lamed. Okay, put a dagesh in the lamed. Kametz. Tefi. La. Ha. Tefillah. Ha tefillah. Okay, so house of prayer, but the word tefillah can also imply communion or teaching as well. If you look at the roots, kind of got three roots together there in that word. So a place where you meet to have communion, fellowship, prayer, and learning, okay? Or as the Jews call it, temple or synagogue in the English. Okay, so let's go down here to this one here. We've got egnov, I will steal. We've already done that. We've already covered that. Ha-Torah, the Torah, we've covered that. Here's one, ha-yom, ha-yom. We've got a hey with a patach, a yod, looks like a dagesh in the yod. Got the holem, ha-yo, hayom equals today. All right. Okay, so let's go here. Rach, I think we've covered this. Only, how about this one? B'veit ha-Torah. Now notice this right here. That is a preposition. That's the difference between this one and this one here. In this case, it's just beit ha-tefillah. But in this case, because we've got the preposition added to it, it's b'veit ha-tefillah. Notice the dagesh is missing in the, it would be a bet ordinarily, but when you add the preposition on, it loses the dagesh and it becomes b'veit. Okay, so let's look here. We've got a bet. We have a vet with a saray and a yod, b've, vai, maybe it's more like vite, b'vite, because it's got this diphthong here. Okay, and then ha-tefillah. Well, we did the ha-tefillah before. Let's do it one more time. Tav, ha-te, fi, okay, ha-tefillah. B'veit ha-tefillah equals in the house of prayer, or let's just shorten it to temple. Okay. All right. We'll condense it down. Now here is, this is not anything, it's just a sound effect. Aha. I mean, just like you would hear it in English, aha. So I don't think we need to work on that too much, but let's see. How about this one here? He, nay. There's a hey with a herik, a noon, saray, hey. He, nay. H-I-N-E-H equals here, or is, in brackets, here. Okay. All right. I think we've covered all of our vocabulary here. Let's clear this up. And let's see what Og is up to. Remember in the previous page, Og was out to steal. And we learned that he wanted to steal the Torah. He didn't want gold, silver, sons or daughters, or any other kind of worldly possession. So he is on his way now to do his dastardly deed. And so let's see what he says here. Ani baderach el beit hatefila. Okay, I am on the road to the house of prayer, or the temple. I am on the road to the temple. Let's see what he says here. Ani ignov et haTorah hayom. I will steal the Torah today. This is what he says. All right, let's go down here. Here he is coming under a bridge. What's he saying? HaTorah only, or HaTorah rach baveit ha-tefillah. The Torah is only in the house of prayer, or the temple. The Torah is only in the temple. Well, actually, folks, he might not be correct about that, because those who are redeemed in Yeshua have his words here in our hearts. Okay. All right. Aha! Hine beit hatefillah. This is, remember, the sound effect. Aha! Here is the house of prayer, or here is the temple. Here is the temple. So he has found the temple. Okay, so the next time we do this, we will find out what he is going to do when he gets into the temple. So this is going to be our video 1 for this section, and we will continue on at another time. Thank you all for watching this video. And if you have any questions or comments, put them down in the comments, or you can, of course, reach me by going to, go up here, the dialog box, go to theyahad.net. Okay, theyahad.net. And go to teachers. There I'm listed there. Click on my name there. And, okay, and here is the contact information, email and phone number. I'd love to hear from some of you guys who are interested in the study of Hebrew, as I am. And like all of you, I'm a student. I'm just sharing the things that I've learned, and I don't consider myself an expert by any means. But what makes one better is to continue to move ahead in a study and continue to improve. And that's what my life is about. I'd like to be improving myself, moving onward and upward. And I hope that you share that same attitude, because I think that we could accomplish a lot for the kingdom if we did such. All right. So thank you so much for being with me. And I will wish you all shalom, shalom.